Hey, what's going on, everyone? Dan the Glass Man here, and we are about to make the red drop. I wanted to just go live real quick, make this red drop so I could actually see how long each one is taking me to make, and when I get in the flow of things. So let's get started here. So the red drop, also known as the blood drop, it is being made in honor of our people, to represent all the blood of our people, all the blood of God's people, of all God's children, unifying us and connecting us all through the blood drop, through the red drop. So you can use that in many ways. Utilize it to honor your loved ones, honor your family, honor your friends, to honor those who maybe have gone missing, to honor those who maybe have been lost in tragedies and things like that. You know, we recently had the Farmington um, active shooter incident here, and that's a very interesting situation going on, and a lot of information unfolding. A lot of it doesn't make sense, but it's we'll let it unfold as it unfolds. But now our entire community is in mourning, our entire state and the entire nation. We are now on the spotlight nationwide here. We're losing a lot of individuals these days through many different incidents, many different events that have occurred. And so the red drop, the blood drop, is also there to help with sending love and sending prayers, sending blessings out to those you love, to the world, to just show that you care. And so these are actually being made for some individuals. They'll be gifted out by an individual. I don't want to name any names, so I don't have permission to do so. But I'll be sending out 10 drops here in the next day or two, or by Monday. And they'll be used to honor different individuals. I believe a lot of females, a lot of women who have endured a lot of pain and suffering through losing loved ones. It looks like this will be the last one I'll be able to make with this little bit of red here. So when I make these, they're made with the red glass, which I cover over the clear 16 millimeter rod here, and we clear this out to make sure that or if we clear it out, we cover it up to make sure that it's all red. And you don't need to have the solid red all the way through, because the red is so dark that it'll actually be dark enough if you coat the clear. And it may actually be a little too dark if you went with just the red alone. Alright, here I'll give you a little bit of a view here on the pad, on the table, the carbon graphite pad. And we're going to use the carbon graphite paddle here to spin the glass and help to just round it out nicely. A lot of glass blowers have a tool on top of their torch that allows them to just do that right here, but I find that a little bit cumbersome and in the way, a little intrusive on the torch, and I've blown glass for 28 years without it, and putting something right there on top of my torch would just be in the way for me. So I learned how to just use the paddle and the pad and square it up like that at a 90-degree angle, and basically recreate the tool that a lot of glass artists have on top of their torch. And that way I got the same thing. I got a paddle and a pad. That's all I need. I don't need an extra tool to spend extra money and have something there in the way that maybe I don't use all the time. So now I'm just rounding up. I've rounded up the rod area where we're going to pull the loop. And right now I'm just making a gather of all the color, rounding it up. We're gathering it up to create the bottom form of the teardrop, or the red drop, or the blood drop. I'm just gathering it all up. It's rounding up there. And then of course we'll get the punchy. Those of you who have watched the live demonstrations know and have seen how this works, getting the punchy, melting it, attaching it to where it's just like a tacky weld. It's not there permanently. It'll snap off when I need it to. Just to hold it in place so I can then create the loop for the necklace or the pendant. And we're going to keep this video nice and short and sweet. It's going to be one of the shortest live videos I've done probably, because I don't want to go on and carry on any further. Just wanted you to see how long these take to make, and maybe I'll make one more to just see if it's going to take a little longer with the with the colored glass that I have. It's a little thinner than the one I'm using currently, and so we'll just see if that's going to hinder the process at all. Whether or not it does, it's all I have to work with, so I'll just have to work with that. I am out of red, apparently. I'll have to get more red glass. So the red glass comes from a glass alchemist, basically a glass scientist and alchemist who knows how to mix the different elements and metals and basically different elements together in order to create different hues and pigments of colored glass. And then we purchase the sticks of color, or colored tube, colored rods, which we then utilize into our artwork here in order to manipulate the glass into whatever form and shape that we need to. So right here, I'm forming this piece of glass, clear glass with red color on top of it, and forming it into the teardrop shape known as the drop of water, but in red. So there you go. You can see it right there. Hello, what's going on? I see there's an individual here watching. So we're going to work on making one more here. Let's make sure that the live chat is here. I see Alien Girl is watching. Ah, Miss Baker from MAS. Thank you so much for tuning in. One question, is the party in the park happening? Because it's raining outside and I was planning to go, but I don't know if it's still occurring. Before you go, is it happening? Because I'm going to keep this short and sweet, and I'll be on my way soon. I told my daughter I'd be there, so I just didn't know if there was a plan B, because it started raining or sprinkling today. But yeah, is the party in the park still happening? Just a yes or no. Okay, cool. So it is happening. I guess bring towels because the grass is going to be wet. All right, we'll see you soon. I know. I was trying to ask her mom because she's a teacher there. Like, I know you guys are scrambling to figure it out. I didn't know if there was a plan B or not. I don't think it's a good idea to take my wife and son today. He'll just get muddy and dirty and cold, and it'll be too cold out there. So I think I'm going to do this alone today, and then go get my daughter from school. It's the last day of school, guys, which is a beautiful thing. You know, we're talking about the red drop, the blood drop, connecting our families together, connecting all of us together, because we're all one huge family, all connected by Creator, the blood of our people. And so, yes, of course, this connects us to our family as well. All right, well, you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you soon. It's going to be interesting and wet. I'll have to make sure I bring a coat just in case, and a towel. Extra shoes, maybe. Because the feet, and extra socks, the feet are going to be wet. See, I'm an experienced parent. I already know these things. All right, so the red drop here, we're timing this one out now. This one I have to do it with a little bit more of these, we call them rakes. We rake the glass down or strip the glass, basically to encase, to coat the whole entire outside surface of the clear glass here. Because it's a skinnier piece of color rod than what I was using earlier, but I just ran out. And that's really cool. I have the teacher from the channel, or from the school, from my daughter's school, who watches and loves my channel. Thank you so much for your love and support. Appreciate it. I know sometimes I may be a little too outspoken for some individuals, for teachers and students, so forgive me if I am. All right, so now we got that all coated. So just like that, we coat the whole entire thing all the way around in that red there. And then we'll melt this. Now, one thing that I've been having to work on here in the morning, as soon as I started making that first one, I noticed my whole entire arm, I have issues with this part of my arm and shoulder and my elbow here. And by doing this for 28 years, it's finally caught up with me. Holding your arm up like this. Try to do that. just try to hold your arm up like this for as long as you can. But then put some weight into your hand and then spin it constantly and perfectly precisely to where this doesn't bounce like this. So for 28 years of doing that, this is finally it's eventually just caught up with me. And now, from time to time, I feel this like tightness in my latissimus dorsi here. It's the muscles that are underneath your armpit. Like when you lift up your armpit and that back meaty part that kind of sticks out, that's your latissimus dorsi. And you use that for like when you're rowing a boat and for doing these kind of things, holding up your arm and stuff. And I think it's like there's something in there, like, I don't know, I'd say a pinched nerve. I don't know if it's really a nerve or it's just the muscles. So I gotta like really work it out, and like I gotta massage it as I'm working, or else my fingers, this whole thing starts to tense up and tighten up, and then my fingers start to go numb on me. Oh, here, let me show you what I'm doing here. And bring it down again onto the pad, spinning it on the bottom and the top, so it's like rounding it, not flattening it. And you got to do it with a good rotation. My fingers started acting weird there and going numb. Yeah, it's weird. I have to like really stretch out my arm to make that not happen. All right. So I guess I only got to make what, 3, 6. I got to make, and this is 7. I got to make 3 more after this, and then I'll shut it down and head out to the party in the park. It's the last day of school for my daughter and for MAS, and it should be a lot of fun. Not going to say where we're going to be, but those of you who know and are part of our family and friends, if I've invited you personally, I hope to see you there. But yeah, we definitely won't be putting that out publicly where they'll be. So now I'm just rounding out the bottom of this rod here. And that'll be good to see, making 2 of these on the speed here, how long the first one took compared to this one. This one I know took a little bit longer because of the glass I was using, and also because of explaining about my arm, and my arm starting to go numb a little bit right there. So I had to work that out a little bit, and my technique wasn't as clean, so I had to do it twice. So yeah, this one's taking a little bit longer than that first one. So when you go back and watch this again, you'll be able to see. Just time out that first one, then time out this one. I actually didn't even check the clock to see when I started, so I don't know how long these are taking. Oh, but my live says 17 minutes in, so I'm guessing these are about 10 minutes each, because I'm almost done with this one. So, and maybe a little bit under. Yeah, I got a weird sharp pain under my elbow right there, holding my arm up right now. And I can feel it shooting down into my wrist, well, my forearm and towards my wrist, and it's about to start making my fingers go numb again here. It's such an issue now. I really need to seek out a physical therapist so I can actually get some work on my arm, my shoulder, and then also I probably just need to do some strength training and build up my latissimus dorsi and my deltoids and my traps and all of those muscles there that are all connected to the biceps and triceps and the forearm and all of that. Teaching you a little bit about human anatomy today. Oh, that's a big loop. Oh well. It looks good from the front though. So the beauty of these drops is that every single one is different. The drop of water, not only do I make them in clear, but I make them in many different varieties and styles, and they all have their own specific meaning and why they were created. So this is the red drop, also known as the blood drop, to represent all the blood of our people, to unite all of God's children back together once again. Or at least that's my intention and my purpose of the red drop. But everyone has their own reasons for wearing the red drop. Like I said, some people may be honoring a loved one. There may be a missing or murdered individual or something like that. And so The red drop is to just to stand for the blood of our people, the blood of God's children, to connect all of God's brothers and sisters together once again, to unite us all in solidarity, back together as one humanity, one human race, one humankind. All right, well, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to finish up the rest of these here, but I'm going to keep this short and sweet like I told you. So if you'd like to help, make sure to hit that like button, of course. Also, be sure to subscribe so you can always get notifications on when I go live, especially when I'm doing glass blowing. That's one of the funnest things to watch. Sometimes I'll do a lot of rants and raves and share my own opinions or my own truths in my world. Remember, this is the glass man's world, and all these videos are basically just uploaded and put up for my own entertainment purposes only, and for yours as well. So hopefully I'm entertaining enough for you to hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that notification bell to get all notifications. And also, if you'd like to support the Drop of Water, we always have the clear drops available at $10, and that's 3 for $20. And we have the red drops available at $30, and I can make them even more affordable for individuals who are part of part of the Drop of Water family, and also individuals who want to purchase these at wholesale, so you can also retail them. I made a post earlier about how I would love to be able to create a fundraiser like one that I've been noticing on Facebook, where they have this popcorn fundraiser and getting the schools to get together, and you can print whatever your cause is on the popcorn bucket, and you sell popcorn. Just like they do, they sell gift wrap, and they sell candles, and they sell chocolates. What was it? The America's largest chocolate company, or greatest chocolate company, or whatever it was. I don't remember. And we used to sell those when I was a kid. And so it would be a beautiful thing if I could actually get the Drop of Water to become something in that way, where we could actually help raise funds for many different organizations and individuals to help with their causes and with their fundraising. So if you have an organization, a cause, and the red drop or any of the Drop of Water styles and variations would fit with your cause, with your organization, please reach out to me, and we can make that happen, and continue to spread the love, spread the message throughout the world, one drop at a time. Why? Because water is life, and every drop counts. All right, I'm gonna let y'all go, but thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. I'm Dan the Glass Man. You're watching the Glass Man's World, as I'm making the red drop, the blood drop, to unify all God's children back together once again. All right, my brothers and sisters, I'll see y'all later. You guys have a beautiful and blessed day. I got a couple more of these to make, and I am out, headed to my daughter's very last day of school, party in the park. All right, enjoy your day. I'm out. Later.